Hello, everyone. I am so excited. We have Antoinette Wier, one of our Allure ladies, and congratulations on your journey and you starting to date. So I'm going to get right into it as far as the questions. So the first one is, in your relationship journey towards engagement, did any event or conversation with your partner remind you of the work in the program?
Yes, it did a lot. Because being that I've dated before, I've been married before, and I dated several people since 1990. I was divorced in 1988, and dating off and on. But then, by the course that I had, it allowed me to be specific in what I wanted, and to ask direct questions, and to let the person, you know, comment back to me instead of, oh, hey, let's just go out. We take it by, play it by ear. But I was more specific in what I wanted and where I wanted to go if we decided to further our relationship.
Well, that's great. Now, the other thing I wanted to ask just quickly, as far as you being in the program, did you feel more confident on when you was dating as opposed to in the past?
Yes, yes, I was more confident because I normally would have panic attacks, and I would think that the person had their own agenda, why they wanted to be with me, but I was able to, look at the person and body movement and with the questions that I asked them, you know, because I'm 66 now and I don't play games. And if the person, the person that I'm engaged to now, he's 71, and we beyond all that playing games and stuff because you know he wanted the same thing that I wanted. His wife is deceased, and his son is grown, and he has two grandkids, and they're in Virginia, but here in Columbia, South Carolina.
Great. Well, thank you for that. So the next question would be, can you describe your confidence, which I know we just spoke, as far as your confident level before the program compared to now, and if you can give some examples.
Between what I've learned with the course and what I learned with church, it's about the same. You have to be specific in what you want and what you expect out the person, and you have to be able to talk to them so they can understand where you're coming from. And find me talking to my friend Richard, he wanted everything that I wanted to, settle down, have somebody, to go out with, to dinner, church, or, do family. He's very family oriented. And we go to different places with his brother and sister in law. And it was great. It was great. But I was patient, and I didn't rush myself to call him back like I would have done before. I would always let him call me, and I did that for a while. So I knew he was serious.
That is great to hear, and thank you for sharing that. Now, the next one would be, what's your message to a woman considering joining Prepared to be Pursued, but is overcome by thoughts of self doubt and feeling of giving up? What do you want them to know about your decision to say yes, despite thoughts you have had during your first call with Nikki?
Listen to Nikki. You have to listen and follow instructions and directions that she gives you. And she is very self explanatory. If you read everything and, go bit by bit with her, and even if your pastor mentions something to you, I'm not sure how their church is, but I know my pastor says a lot of things that Nikki has said. And putting the two together, you're confident, patient, and just let it roll because you have options. And I enjoyed the course, and I'm glad I ended up sticking with it because I was like, oh, it's not going to help me. It's not going to help me. She'll call me back and kind of, all right, Miss Tony, look. And I'm like, okay, this is working. because I met him in March and we just got engaged December, and he listens to me because I told him I don't know about December 16th. He said, "What's wrong with December 16th?" I said, "That was my father's birthday. He would have been 100 if he was still living." And he proposed to me that evening at a party that we had, a pajama party with his family. And I didn't even have a clue.
That is amazing. I am so happy to hear that. Now, something just came up. If you can just share briefly, being in the program, prepared to be pursued, how did you feel as far as your age, and if there was any other issues that was going on that you felt as though that wouldn't work, but because you've been in the program, it did?
Yeah, because like I said, when I started, I was 65. Now I'm 66. And this year, coming up in July, I'll be 67. And you need some kind of guidance because sometimes you can't talk to your mom or your dad. And sometimes you might not even want to talk to your sister or a friend or, a pastor. And Nikki would guide you correctly. You want to have fun. You want that person to listen to you. You listen to them, and you want to be on the same accord. But everybody's not, the same, want the same thing, but we match up. We match up. We match up greatly. I love to dress. He loves to dress. And he's a hard worker. He still works. He's 71 and he's still working. And I would show you the ring, but the ring is getting sized because we're ready to go on and marry. And because there's no sense in us waiting long, I know my pastor might not say that, but I'll be talking to him too in about 2 or 3 weeks. But we're ready. I know I'm ready.
Well, great. Well, thank you, Antoinette, for your patience and your time and sharing with us how prepared to be pursued help you to be prepared and ready.